Hello friends, in this video we are discussing about setting out a foundation plan for building. To set out a building, we have to first set out its foundation plan. To set out the foundation plan, there are two different methods. So let us discuss about how to set out a building. The foundation plan of the building is usually supplied or it can be prepared from the given wall plan of the building and size foundation for different wall. Setting out of a building involves the transfer of the foundation plan from the paper into the actual size. The object of setting out a building is to provide the builder with clearly defined outlines for excavation. So while doing the foundation, we have to excavate. So for excavating, we have to first set out the foundation plan for a building. The different equipments required for this job are a 30-meter tape, then two metal tapes or 15-meter and 30-meter, a long cord, then plumb bob, then some pegs, nails and hammer. It is so far used to set the pegs or stakes at the exact position of each of the corner of the building as they will be dug out while excavating the foundation. So it is therefore advised to first set out a reference rectangle either on the side of the limits of the excavation or along the center line of outside wall of the building, and then to locate each center by means of coordinates with reference to the side of this triangle. So we can use two different methods that will be discussed in further slides. So both this method of forming reference triangle and setting out the building are described below. So first method is setting out building by circumferential rectangle, and second is setting out building by center line rectangle. We'll discuss both this method in detail. The first method is by using a circumscribal rectangle. Since pegs or stacks cannot be set at the exact corner point of the building, these are set at the corner of a big rectangle of the building. So like in the form of this. So we'll be setting as a rectangle. So this will form the end of your building. Any suitable distance of the outer rectangle from the building can be chosen, but a distance of usually 2 to 5 meter is considered to be ideal. The actual procedure consists of the following steps. So let us start with the procedure. Now first what we have to do, I will show you the figure also, so that will be very easy you to understand the actual procedure. The procedure is given here that I will be discussing with you. For this procedure we require a image, and lastly we have to provide a check also. So this is the actual image. Now how we have set up a building by using this rectangle method I will discuss. So preparation of foundation trench plan showing the width of the foundation for various walls as you can see in this figure. So temporary pegs are driven at the actual corner points of the foundation plan. Then using these pegs as reference, a parallel line say PQ, see in the figure. So you have made one parallel line PQ, as you can say AB, of required length is set out at the selected distance from your actual center line. A chord is stretched between the pegs and at first point A line is set out. So perpendicular to the line AB, on this line the point E is marked by setting a peg. Then repeat the same procedure at point B also. so as to obtain point C. Having now set out a reference triangle ABCD, the actual corners can be marked using the sides of the reference triangle ABCD. So first we have to mark these 2 points A and B. After marking AB point with reference to some common triangle or rectangle, connect this line AB as your baseline. From A, we have to set up a perpendicular and at a required distance mark point D. Same from B, we have to set up a perpendicular and mark a point C. So by joining these 4 points, we have set up a actual rectangle that is known as reference rectangle. From this reference rectangle, we can now mark the inside points. So once all the points are pegged, a chord is passed around the periphery of the rectangle and the actual excavation lines are marked using line. So what we have to do from these points, now we know the coordinates of this corner points of your actual building which are given in your plan, plus we know the center line also, so we can mark the center line or we can mark the excavation line as well. So for example, if we are marking the excavation line, this distance we have to calculate. Now to calculate this distance, we have to mark first center line. For example, as you can see, the center line of the actual building is 2 meter from your reference rectangle. So we have marked this by using the 4 corners, and these 4 corners are set up by using temporary pegs, and then from this we calculate this distance by knowing the thickness of your foundation. We mark these 4 pegs which will represent your excavation line. So that is nothing but your excavation line. So by knowing the excavation line, we can then start with the actual excavation. So from center line we have to mark excavation lines from your outside as well as inside. So this is set up by using the reference rectangle, and we have to check also after marking point C and D, the diagonals, that is AC and BD, should be measured. This length should correspond to the distance on the plan. So after setting out the point, what we have to see, we have to check the diagonal distance between AC as well as your BD. Same for, we have to check this diagonal distance between your center lines also, and this should be same that is given on your plan. That is the checking. Whenever we have to check its points by using the diagonal distances. Now let us discuss about the second method, that is by using center line rectangle. So by using this method, the center lines of the outer walls of the building are formed. Now the procedure is the reference rectangle formed by center line of the outside wall of the building are as shown in the figure is known as the center line rectangle. The corners are located by measuring the coordinate with reference to the sides of the rectangle. The temporary stacks are fixed at these points. Now how to do this? We'll see. Since these pegs are not permanent and will be lost during excavation, as the center line pegs are not permanent, because we actually require what? We require excavation, right? So these pegs of the center line rectangle are produced on the both sides, and permanent stacks are fixed on each side of the prolongation. That I will show you in figure what we are doing, because the center line pegs will be lost. So we have to mark its position by using 2 different points. So how will be marking? We have to use two different points and their distances from the single point, so that in future we can again mark these 2 points after the construction also. Now after this, by using this pegs, the position of any point can be obtained by plotting its coordinates using the reference stacks. In case of precise working, that is for important building, a theodolite should be used for setting out right angles. A benchmark should be established in convenient position away from the site of work, so that they remain undisturbed until the work is completed. Now in the figure you can see the actual how we have set up this building by using center line method. So in this method I will explain you now in detail. So look over here. Over here, as we can see, first of all, we have marked this center line, point A, B, C, and D with reference to some common points which are already given. As you can see, after marking this center line, now by knowing the coordinates of different points from the center line, we have marked the other points. For example, we have marked this point, the corners of your external walls and internal corners also we have marked by knowing their coordinates or distances, x and y distances from this center line. Now while excavating, so we'll excavate this part. So because of excavation, what happened is already marked pegs which are A, B, C, D will get lost in the excavation. So to maintain its position, what we have done, we have take out two rectangles, and from these two right angles we have marked 2 points, say B1 and B2, and for A it will be A1 and A2. So in future, by using these 2 points, we can establish point A at any point of time, and by using the coordinates of different points, then we can set up different points by using this center line. In this video we have discussed about how to set up center line of your building, as well as we can use a reference rectangle method to set out a building. Thank you.